Welcome to the NEG Flood Grant Payroll Upload Training. In this session, we will be covering accessing your Workforce Partner account on Illinois WorkNet, accessing the NEG information, viewing participants, payroll records, and importing options for the payroll. The NEG Flood Grant information is available on Illinois WorkNet by clicking on the icon at the top. It will take you to the NEG disaster project information and give you a map of the areas affected by this grant in Illinois on Illinois WorkNet. To access your Illinois WorkNet Workforce Partner account, you'll need to go to www.illinoisworknet.com. Select Workforce and Education Partners, enter here. Log in with your Workforce Partner password, and if you should need assistance with that, please contact info@illinoisworknet.com. If you forgot your password, use Password Help, and they will send you a new password by email. Once you have logged into your Illinois Workforce Partner account, you will see the NEG Flood information at the top left of your home screen. After you select the NEG Flood item from the list, you'll be able to access all of the data that you need to help you submit your payroll for the NEG Flood Grant. The first tab that you will see will help you view participants. The available filters include a payroll filter with the status, the hours filter with a status, the last payroll period, and you can filter by name. After you enter all of your parameters, you will see a search result that will give you the participant's name, the last four of their social security number, their IWDS ID, the LWIA in which they are participating, the start and end date of the payrolls, whether they are active or closed, the work site that they are participating in, the total hours, total gross wages, and the remaining hours. What's important to note here is that the remaining hours that are shown in the right-hand column here will indicate whether or not somebody has sufficient hours remaining, which is notated by the green color, whether they are less than 80 hours, notated by a red flag, or whether they are being cautious by only having 81 to 160 hours remaining. This is an important tool to use to make sure that your participants do not go past their 1,040 hours. The next tab is for the payroll records. You can select a payroll start period, an end period, and you have an option to filter by last name. You can search the payroll records and export them if you need. Once you have entered your payroll parameters, the results will render the LWIA, the pay period end date, the participant's name, the last four of their social security number, the hours worked, their hourly wage, and the total gross wages, and when the data was imported. What this allows you to do is change any duplications or errors that you note on this report. To prepare your payroll for upload, you will need to create a comma-separated or a .csv file of your employee records. If you have data in an Excel format, you can save it as a .csv file by doing a Save As, select Save As type, and then create the CSV file or comma delimited file. Each record must include the following fields, which are LWIA, the pay period end date, first name, last name, SSN4, hours worked, hourly wage, and total gross wages. This item shows you how the parameters of that information need to be entered. If they are not entered in these fashion, then the information will be rejected and your upload will fail. When you create a data file in Excel, you will enter the column headers exactly as they were in the previous slide. You'll enter the data into the Excel spreadsheet exactly as prescribed on the previous slide. When you are in Excel, you will want to do a File, Save As Type, select the CSV, comma separated file, and we'll show you an example how to do that on the next slide. This example is using Excel 2013. So what you will do is you will select the Save As computer. In the file, when it pops up, you'll see Save As CSV, which is comma delimited. That will save it in the proper type for the upload to the payroll upload system. As a reminder, we want to enforce the fact that NEG workers cannot, under any circumstances, exceed the maximum allowed hours of 1,040. The information is given to you with numbers indicated with a red flag if they are under 80 hours remaining. Green indicates that they have sufficient hours, and yellow indicates that they have between 81 and 160 hours remaining on their grant amount. When you are ready to import your payroll, you want to choose a file, and that file is your CSV file. Once you have selected the file, you will then upload the file. So these are the detailed steps for importing the payroll. You will go to the Import tab first. Then you will select the Upload file. Choose the file that you want to import. Then go to your file in your browser window. Select the CSV file, which is indicated with the small letter. Open that file. And last but not least, make sure that the file is the one that you want to upload, and then select the Upload button. If all of your data was correct, you will see a screen like this from which you can review the data to make sure it is accurate. Please review the following data. If it looks okay, then click on the Step 3 Import Data link on the left to import the data into the system. If any of your data was incorrect, you will get an error notification in a red box at the top of the screen. It will give you a message as to what was the error and the status of that error. If you have successfully imported the data, you will see these two areas, one at the top of the screen and one at the bottom of the screen, that indicate that you have imported the information successfully. If you're satisfied that everything is correct, you will then select Close Import on the import screen. You have multiple ways to see that payroll is running out. This is an email that will be sent every time a payroll upload is done and hours are running out. It will go to all LWIA staff who have access to the NEG upload and the LWIA director. Once you have completed importing your payroll, you can go back to complete a participant report or a payroll report to create a new report and double check all of your entries by creating a new query. Thank you for following our presentation today. If you have any follow-up, questions may be directed to info@illinoisworknet.com for any information about your Workforce Partner account. If you have inquiries about the NEG grant compliance, please contact Laura Dom at laura.dom@illinois.gov. If you'd like to see archived videos about this program or any of our others, please visit our Illinois WorkNet site or our YouTube channel, Illinois WorkNet. To get information on upcoming webinars or to follow us on social media, please follow us at Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. Thank you for joining us and have a great